Hi, I'm Willi Schmidt here to talk to you about the Big Hooker European Skull Mounting Systems by Skull Hooker. So we're down here in my basement today getting ready to hang a moose skull. I'm going to use the Big Hooker by Skull Hooker. The reason I'm using the Big Hooker is because they're designed for elk-sized skulls and larger. Each of the Big Hookers comes with two size prongs, a large and an XL. When you get to your larger species above the elk, like a moose, bison, Cape buffalo, you need to use the larger prong. Both of them come in the package, so you buy the Big Hooker, you're going to get whichever prong makes sense for the species that you're going to hang. With the moose, I'm going to be using the extra large prong. Every skull hooker comes with 2 screws and 2 nuts. One is a lock nut. You use that lock nut in the pivot hole, which allows all of this adjustability here. And then you use the second screw and nut to lock it into place. I've already got this one with the extra large prong ready to go. Before doing that, you take the base plate, you find a stud, and you put your top screw in where the stud is and secure it. Then make sure that you're level. That's vitally important for this mounting system. Once you're level, take your second screw and secure it into place. So once you have your base plate installed, you've installed the prong onto the arm, you take the arm, put the pegs in the canisters, and slide it into place. This gives you the flexibility left and right, and with the prong you get the flexibility up and down to customize your mounting to the wall. Again, one thing to note is that these pegs are designed so they don't fall all the way into the canisters. The pegs are tapered so that when you finally get it in the position that you want, you press down slightly and it locks it into place. It's important when you have a larger skull like a moose, Cape buffalo, bison, to have a buddy help you out. Fortunately, I'm standing on the ground and it's at eye level, but in higher situations where you might be on a ladder, you really want to make sure you have some help. So one thing to note, we're restricted by height in this basement, and normally it's easy to take the skull, drop it over the prong, and set it down. But because we're restricted, and in some cases it's easier to actually take the arm and the prong off, insert the prong into the skull, get it set, and then take the whole thing and put those arm pegs into the canister. Once you get your skull hung, you may find out that it's a little bit off, left or right. Don't be afraid to grab your skull. These are robust and sturdy, secured to the wall, and just let it settle into the prongs and get it level. Just that little bit of adjustment there gets it totally perpendicular, and you've got that flexibility and adjustability. And then you can turn it left or right depending on how you want it to display in the room. And once you get it where you want, again, a little bit of pressure, those pegs will settle into those canisters and lock into place. If you have any questions about any of these great products, ways to display your trophies at home or the office, head over to skullhooker.com and check them all out.